What's up, guys? John here, Titan Talk Tuesday. Another beautiful start to the week on our Tuesday. I always count Tuesday as my big start because Monday is just so chaotic, and I'm sure you guys feel me on that, right? Whether it's a job or kids or something that happened over the weekend or something you got to get into that week, Monday is just really just, for me, it's balls to the wall. It's like pedal to the metal. That's every day, but Mondays for sure, because everything, like I said, from the weekend is gathering, and we got to come into the week and just start rolling. What's up, Drew? My man, Drew. What's up, Joe? How you guys doing? Eli, Paul, what's going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning in. Got an awesome show for you guys today, man. I'm going to talk about a lot of different things. I'm talking about what Titan does. I'm talking about female libido enhancers along with male libido enhancers. You know we got to go over that. We're going to talk about breakdown, what's in it, how it works for you, how it's going to work in your body for females and males, right? Is it going to work the same? Is it going to work different? I'm going to let you know how it's going to work, all right? Other things for performance bedroom enhancers. So if you're not taking one of these prescribed medicines, what can you possibly get that's over the counter that might help you enhance your bedroom action, right? Whether you're a male or female, there's some different things out there that you might be able to get over the counter. They might not work as good as our libido or bedroom enhancers, but it might be a start for something like you to see, hey, listen, I might need something to enhance this, or I might want something for that special day, like Valentine's Day, a wedding, an anniversary, something special that you just want to create that superhero environment, like Superman or Wonder Woman's, and that's what we used to call our therapies on some of these things. So my wife says my libido needs to calm down. I'm sure, Justin, because I'm sure he's a big dude. So, he's like a bull probably. Watch out. All right, bottled water, where it comes from. I was watching some awesome things over the weekend. Kind of run down this weekend, so rested. Sharice wasn't feeling good, so went to our son's baseball and basketball game. But the rest of the weekend, we chilled, we hung out, we watched some documentaries, so really good ones. And when I watch documentaries, I always look, are they credible? Are they going both pro and con on the research they're doing or the subject matter? And really just get my take on it, my opinion. And I just want to throw it out to you guys, see what you guys think about it. Maybe you guys haven't seen these documentaries yet, so we'll go over them. And if you guys want to check them out, you can check them out for yourself and then write me back with your opinion. Let me know what you guys think about it. It's all about interacting, guys. How much of a difference does BPC 157 make for a knee injury recovery? So, Josh, man, I'll just go over it real quick. BPC 157 is an awesome healing peptide. I used it for my shoulders, specifically my right one. Had a lot of injuries there. It's great for knees, shoulders, stomach issues. BPC 157 is a great healing peptide. I really can't say how much good things about it there is. I mean, it's awesome. TB500 is another good one, and they work synergistically. It just depends on what kind of injury or what's going on. If it's right after surgery, obviously BPC 157 is an awesome one. But if you want to increase the enhancement healing, and depending on what the injury or problem is, TB500 might be a good one to go around with it. What up, Drew? How you doing, Drew Len? How you doing, man? No problem. Anything I can do to answer you guys' questions, help you guys out, that's what I'm here for. That's what you guys are tuning in for. So I want to make sure that I'm getting this education out to you guys, or answering things that maybe you guys have questions about, and nobody will give you a direct, straight answer. And if I don't have the answer, I'm not going to tell you an answer. I'm going to say, listen, I don't know. I'll have to find out. Let me ask a doctor. Let me see what's going on and come back to you guys on it. But I'll never answer anything I don't. But the things I do know, I will go very in-depth with. So I want to let you guys know what's going on. What up, Jay Nichols? How you doing, man? We're doing good over here. All right. Different blood tests. So I always talk about the blood tests that we do and stuff like that. I'll go into some different blood tests that you guys can look at for diets, specifically for diets that might help you guys out. This is really cool. Plant protein versus animal protein. I'm just going to go into this a little bit. I get questions all the time about it. I had questions about it. I actually seen another documentary this weekend about these two different things, and it was from like James Cameron, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Jackie Chan were the executive producers. So that kind of caught my eye, right? I'm like, what are these three guys now? Especially Schwarzenegger. When we start talking about proteins and stuff like that, this guy used to be a meat eater like crazy, so I wanted to see what he had to say about plant proteins, right? Can you conduct injection lessons? Is glutathione IV or intramuscular? Okay, so I can conduct some injection lessons, but I have all these videos on YouTube already for you guys. I just loaded one up on IGTV of the Hercules Potion, and I injected in both of my pecs, biceps on both arms, and triceps on both arms to show you guys exactly where to inject, how to inject, and what to do. So you want to check out those videos, you can check them out. If you want lessons, I can give you guys lessons. I'm going to be opening up my consulting side for some of you guys that are out of the country or that want some questions answered and can't get a direct answer. I might be offering these services very shortly. Our app is coming out soon too as well. So if you guys want to get on some of those services, let me know. So glutathione. Glutathione can be done IV or it can be done intramuscular. Okay? IV obviously is going to go right into the vein. I wouldn't attempt that if you were at home by yourself. Now, a medical professional can do it. So if you go into a place that has those, you can do it. Now, a more practical way for somebody like you or it's at home or like me, what I do every day, I do an intramuscular one with a little insulin needle right in the shoulder every day. So at that point, I'm getting my glutathione. I'm getting a very high percentage of absorbency. I'm protecting myself, building up my immune system. Even if I get sick, I get over it in a couple of days, man. It's because I'm pushing these super antioxidants and things in my body to help my body fight off some of these things. Infections, you got to fight off. Viruses, you got to fight off. You got to give your body what it needs. You got to prepare it. You got to give it the ammo, the artillery, right? So it can take out those bad things, whether it be viruses or bacteria in your body that are getting you sick or they're just knocking down the immune system, even if you have an autoimmune disease, right? So those are very, very prominent these days. Everybody's finding out, I got an autoimmune disease or disorder. You know, what can I take? I got Lyme disease. I got this. Guys, glutathione is an awesome one. I recommend that for everybody. It's a super antioxidant. It's better than vitamin C. So how are you guys going to go wrong? Because vitamin C is always pushed. And we have that injectable. And I would rather do glutathione than that. Or you can mix it two or a couple other different versions. There's a lot of different options out there for you guys, okay? So let's get into it, man. We went over a little outline, so let's really, really get into it. So what does Titan do? Let's get into this because, you know, when we go out in public, people always ask me, you know, I'm always wearing the Titan shirt or hat, and they come up to me, what is Titan Medical Center? Are you a trainer? You guys a supplement line? No, we're not a supplement line. We're not trainers. We're not nutritionists. We're not dietitians. We are a medical center, full, complete medical center, services nationwide. What do we do? What services do we offer? So we offer hormone replacement therapy for males and females, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, medical weight loss, rejuvenation detox, and a lot more. Healing peptides. I mean, whatever you're trying to do, people always call me like, hey, can I get a list of what you do? Man, we do so many different therapies. It's crazy. The whole point is to find out what you're trying to accomplish or see what's going on inside of you and help you out to get to optimal levels. Feeling, looking, and performing better at your very, very best and at the healthiest you possibly can be. Because without your health, you're nothing. So it's very simple and very easy. We always do blood testing too, nationwide if you need it. We have the least expensive testing, apples to apples. So all you have to do, call or text 727-389-3220. Just call or text that number. We'll be able to take care of you all the way through. The staff will be able to answer your questions. I'll be answering the phone sometimes. So when you talk to me here, John, there's only one John here. You were talking to me on the phone. And people say it all the time, like, you're the guy in the YouTube videos or on the live or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I didn't think I'd get to talk to you. Guys, I'm in the office almost every day. I promise you, we are here and striving to be a better Titan every day. And whatever we can do to do that, we're going to do, I promise you. So if you're looking for any of those services or any family, friends, or anybody you know, please share this. So if you're on Facebook, share this at the bottom. Just share it one time. If you're on Instagram, tag some people in this, please. All right? Share the story. I love it, guys. This information will help a lot of people that they don't even know this exists out there. You don't understand how many people I even talked to about injectable amino acids in Tampa. And this is my home. This is my headquarters. I thought everybody would know about me in this right here, right? Because we're nationwide. I got people all over the country, but they don't. So I educate them. And they ask me, what's the difference between oral, so if I go get it over the counter, John, and I'm drinking my branched chain amino acids all day, what's the difference between that and the injectable that you have, right? So the difference is it's going to be a higher absorbency. It's going to be a faster transportation rate. You know what you're getting in the injectable. Why? Because it's doctor prescribed. It comes from a U.S. licensed pharmacy. What it says is in there, it's got to be in there or they're going to be in trouble, right? So it's tested also, so we know these things. The stuff that's over the counter, you really have no idea who's selling it to you. Somebody that might have no idea what the hell they're talking about, right? They might. I've met some educated people in some of those places. So the memes I see out there, they're not all true, but I walked in some of those places and looked at some guys and like, man, you really shouldn't be in here. It's kind of like trainers, you know? And I always bring this up. Are good players, do they make good coaches? Or do good coaches make good players? Or can those people cross over? And that's really where it's at. So could Michael Jordan be as good as coach as Phil Jackson was on the Bulls? Now that's up for debate, right? But who would you listen to? Would you listen to Michael Jordan about taking a jump shot? Or would you listen to Phil Jackson about taking a jump shot? And you guys in the 90s or the 2000s, early 2000s know about the Bulls, right? They were unstoppable. That was my team. So who would you really rather listen to? Would it be the coach or the player? So coaches know a lot, and they've coached a lot of players, so they've seen a lot of different things. Players have actually been through it themselves, too. So it's good getting both sides, I guess. But that's really what it is. Higher absorbency, faster transportation rate. You know what you're getting, so it's going to give you a better result. You're going to get more out of it. And that's really what it comes down to. Plus, if let's say it's branched chain amino acids, you're not going to have to drink the thing all day. I was talking to somebody in the gym, like, he's carried around this shaker all day. And he's telling me, I'm barely getting this meal down. This guy's got to eat 7 meals. I can't even get 3 down. So I'm like, man, I feel for you, dude. He's like, man, I feel bloated and stuff like that. Man, I got to get this down before I train. I'm like, dude, you need to just do one injectable. He's like, why? I'm like, listen, you won't have to carry that around all day. He's like, that does make sense, right? And it is. It's logically, it makes sense. The only other thing that you're going to get a better absorbency or faster transportation rate is through IV. And like I said, that's not practical. Even me, I love injectable vitamins, amino acids. And I believe in IVs. IVs are great when you really need them. They're not practical to get 2 or 3 times a week. I know because I just got one this weekend. I'm very veiny. The person missed my vein. Now, could blow out my vein. There's a lot of different things that can happen. It's more evasive to do that than a little intermuscular injection. It might be a little sore if you go subcutaneous. And that's really about it. That's all you really got to worry about, unless you don't clean the site and it gets dirty and gets infected. It's a whole different story. So that's what I'm trying to say. So it's more practical for you guys to do that. So look into the injectable vitamins and amino acids if you guys haven't. If you guys are looking at hormone replacement, check us out, right? Okay, so let's get down to the therapy of the week. Therapy of the week is Cupid's Candy. So it's PT-141. This is actual libido enhancer for females. It was brought out for females as an FDA-approved libido enhancer for injectable. It's awesome. Now, we do an oral version, and in the oral version, we can mix some different things. This can be used for males and females. But PT-141 works a little bit differently than the other ED medications, like AKA Viagra, sildenafil in quotations, or Cialis, tadalafil in quotations. It works different. How does it work different? So PT-141 works on the vascular system. It works with the brain for sexual enhancement, okay? So it's actually hitting you for the libido and the drive, okay? And that causes arousal, which will help with the erections, or for women for libido, right? And that makes them want to have sex. The disorder is like, I was just reading it to them, it's like hypoactive desire disorder. It's something like that. It's crazy. So they actually have a diagnosis for this, and they actually have 2 medications for females. One's injectable and one's a capsule. Tablet. It's not a capsule. But the compound versions will come in capsules or come in troches. So you can get these different makeups, right? Now, what is the good thing about mixing PT-141 that works on the vascular system? It works on the nervous system.
I was getting great.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It works on the nervous system, where sildenafil and tadalafil work on the vascular system. So the nervous system works with the brain, like I was saying. So the vascular system works with the blood flow. That's what sildenafil and tadalafil do. Viagra and Cialis. They work as far as pushing the blood to the extremities, and that's how you get, like, guys get erections, or even females. It goes down to the ladies, and it brings the blood down to the extremities down there, which causes more sensitivity. So it does help them too at that point. But if you can mix both, you're mixing vascular and nervous, so you're getting libido with drive, and you're getting the erection part of it for guys, or for females, you're getting drive and you're getting more sensitivity. So it works in both ways. You can also add oxytocin to this one. Now, oxytocin is like the bonding chemical, right? And what it does is it helps bring down inhibition with couples. They actually use it in like therapy sessions if people are fighting and stuff like this. So at that point, you can use it for that. It's only going to work short term. It's not like a crazy euphoric effect, but it will help, especially mixing with these other things. So you can get it with one, or you can get it with 2 different things or 3 different things in it that will actually increase sexual desire, erections if it's for guys, higher sensitivity for females, and give you guys that drive to want to keep going. So look into it. Cupid's Candy, PT141. You can also mix it with sildenafil, tadalafil, or oxytocin. If you guys got more questions about it, just call or text 727-389-3220, and we can talk about all the bedroom enhancers and libido enhancers we have and what can actually help you guys, right? So let's talk about the other libido enhancers we have. So you can do the sildenafil by itself. You can do tadalafil by itself. Those are awesome options too as well. And they work great for guys and females alike. So there's some different ones that we have, and we have different dosages. So everybody's different at this point. We want to make sure we look through your health history. You'll see the medical provider, and we will recommend the best possible therapy that's going to work best for you guys. If you guys are already patients, you guys can call about these, ask about them, and use them, right? Because who doesn't want to enhance bedroom activity? I know I do, right? I know everybody else I know does, either female or male. And if they don't, why not? Is there a problem? Is there an issue? Is there something to overcome? So at that point, this might help. Because after sex, I'm usually in a better mood. I'm sure you guys are too. And when you're not getting it, you're probably in a worse mood, right? So relieve those tensions and help yourself out. Give your partner the very, very best. Okay. All right. So other things that can help with performance in the bedroom. So we talk about nitric oxide. Nitric oxide. Okay, so precursors to nitric oxide, arginine and L-citrulline. What do these do? These help with vasodilation and blood flow again. Blood flow is very, very important. And we know that restricted blood flow or bad blood flow can cause bad erections in males as well. So that causes libido or ED issues. And this is something that can actually help that's natural. So if you're bringing blood to any area, it's going to bring more sensitivity. We have a cream that girls can wipe on their vaginal area and applicate, and at that point do the exact same effect. For guys and girls, you guys can use some of our injectable blends like Hercules Potion. Not only can you use it for strenuous activity in the gym, but you can use it for strenuous activity in the bedroom, right? And you'll get the best effects out of it. The blood flow, the ongoing anti-fatigue, I guess, that the only thing will help you with in the gym should help you out in the bedroom activities as well. So let me know how you guys like it and what you guys think of it. Because I use Hercules Potion and definitely get the extra benefits out of it. So not only will you get it in the gym with your workouts, but you'll get it at home too, I promise. All right? So that is the other bedroom enhancers that you guys can use. All right. Went to the doc. She was like, I lost a lot of weight last time. This time I was able to maintain last month's, some up and down. Good, Matt. Good. We got to keep working. I was taking vitamin orally pre-comp. I'm now post-comp and still want to continue taking vitamin C. How much better is it better for injection? It's a lot better by injectable, man. I mean, you're talking about maybe 15, 20% absorbency, orally, getting broke down through the gastro tract. And at that point, injection, you're talking about 7% or maybe higher, man. So that's really, really what's up. What's up, Pop? Looks like my dad's on there. Pizza Coors. What's up, man? All right, so Matthew, now when I went back to the line, was told by a lot of people they can tell I lost weight. And guess my body has to come in form, catch up. It will, yes, it will definitely catch up. That's awesome. People are telling you that. What up, Neil? Yes, we are tight and strong. All right, Mark Puccetti. How long are they good for? So how long are they good for once you take them? All right. So tadalafil and sildenafil are usually 24 hours. I know they say a little bit longer on tadalafil, which is like Cialis, like 48 or something like that to some extent. Sometimes with sildenafil too. I guess it's how much dose you take, whether it's 50 milligrams of sildenafil or 100 milligrams, it might affect you a little bit more. Now, with some of these medications like sildenafil and tadalafil, there are a couple complaints. One is headache. Two, acid reflux. So if you are going to take some of these things and you are experiencing these issues, like a headache, right? It's like a pressure headache. I would get it sometimes when I tried these things. I can't take them because Sharice won't let me. I'm all right, I guess. So, but I want to be better. So anyway, when I did take them, I would get the headaches. So Advil, if you take an Advil along with it, you shouldn't have any headaches. Acid reflux, or when you're getting that, you can take a Prilosec. Just see it, try it yourself first, and if you're getting these symptoms or issues, just take the medication. You should get away from that. Always consult with a physician or your doctor or whoever's taking care of you. I want to throw that out there. I am not a doctor, so I'm not making recommendations for you guys. But I'm telling you what I use and what a lot of patients use and what our patients use to help them get over this. What up, David? How you doing, man? Always in a great mood. Yes, he is. Yes, Mr. Blues Traveler himself. Loose cats. All right, so let's get into different blood tests. different blood tests we do. So I always talk about hormone testing. Hormone testing is key. Some vitamin testing like vitamin D, vitamin B12, always checking liver, kidneys, sugar levels like hemoglobin A1C, 3-month readings, right? Seeing where those are at, because we know that diabetes is a silent killer, blood pressure is a silent killer, and you want to make sure that you are making absolutely sure that these things are covered and everything's okay with you. Now, when it starts getting down to your diet, you're like, well, I don't know if this diet's going to be good for me. I don't know if maybe I'm allergic to some of these foods. I'm bloating when I eat this, so and so, right? So what we have to do is you can actually do a blood test for this. And I just had it. I'll throw it up on Next Titan Talk. I'll even go over it a little bit Friday with Drew. But it's really cool. So I ran this allergy test or food sensitivity test too as well. I'm waiting for the allergy thing to come back. But I did do the food sensitivity, and it covered pretty much everything in this basic test. From pork, beef, chicken, poultry, lemons, avocados, pineapples, a lot of different things, rice. So pretty much everything that's in my diet right now. I've tested it. I have no sensitivity to as far as food, so I have no allergies to foods. So at that point, I knew I was good. Now I haven't had any problems eating these foods, and I'd say pretty lean and stuff like that. So I didn't think I had an issue, but I wanted to test these things because I want to show you guys what else you guys can do to really dial it in. Do you really know what you're eating is really good for you? That's where we don't know. Now more than ever, there's more allergies than ever. Peanuts, seafood like crustaceans. Peanuts, seafood, the big ones, like pine nuts. There's like a couple different other ones, right? That babies and kids are really, really allergic to. Like,
those are the big ones.
Like your throat will literally get swollen shut, right? You'll die. So why? Why do we have these things? Because in the beginning of time, I guarantee there wasn't these allergens, or we weren't as sensitive to some of these foods. And it's because we're not inducing some of these foods sometimes. So at that point, when you guys are looking at these different things, you guys want to make sure that your body is going to be able to digest it. It's not having a problem with sensitivity, or you're not allergic to it, right? And these are some of the best tests to do by blood. So blood's always the best, right? So we definitely want to test that. So check out our food sensitivity testing. If you guys have more questions about it, I'd be happy to go over more with you guys. I'm going to be covering the next couple weeks. I'm actually going to show my blood test to you guys so you guys can see the test, see what it looks like, and then we can talk about it, right? Okay, plant protein versus animal protein. And then I'm going to talk about bottled water. So I watched 2 documentaries this weekend. I was laying in bed. I got to watch Netflix. And if you guys have Netflix, check it out. Let me know. It's a series called Rotten, right? And Rotten has like these different episodes in it. I watched season 1. It was really cool. It had poultry and stuff like that. So you guys check it out. Poultry farms and such. This one was about bottled water. And I watched that one. So at that point, when we talked about bottled water, when did bottled water come about? I don't even know that. So bottled water has been around for at least 20 years? Maybe 17 years? I'll find out the exact date of bottled water. Bottled water. What bottled water do you guys drink? That's a big one. Do you guys drink Aquafina? Dasani? Right? I drink Evian. You see me all day with these Evian bottles. I got 2 in my cooler right now. Always ready to go. Bottled water. What do we drink as kids? Now, I'm 38, so I remember drinking out of the hose, right? Tap water. Now, I'm from up north. They say the tap water is better up north. I don't know. I used to drink the tap water out of the hose. Everything was good. I never died. I didn't have no problems. So at that point, when did we start going to bottled water? So I watched this documentary. It was called Rotten. It was about bottled water. And it went over why bottled water is such a marketing scheme. So I'm like, why? Bottled water? Well, isn't our water contaminated because of all the chemicals and runoff and all the different things in our environment? Won't we get sick? I know in these other countries, if they drink out of it, you can get typhoid fever. You get all these different things that are problems, right? So it actually tells about Nestle. And Nestle's a huge one. Nestle Life, that water is everywhere. So it actually tells about Flint, and we know about Flint because Flint's probably one of the biggest communities that have been affected by contaminated water. They had lead that leached in the pipes, and at that point, the local government didn't do anything about it or lagged, and it got a lot of people sick, and people died or very, very sick from it. So at that point, where does Nestle get their water? I found out they get their water right out of the ground 100 miles from Flint. So everything comes from these natural springs, natural spring water. They come from these springs. They pay $200 a month, and they get as many gallons of water as they want, and they tap it out of the tap. They filter it and they bottle it. That's crazy, guys. So we're actually drinking that, and they actually said like Polish Springs, Nestle, and there's like another version. It's the exact same water. It's nuts, right? You think about it, you're like, wow. Now, when you start looking at Aquafina, purified water, Dasani, purified water, where does that come from? Now, we know that Coca-Cola and Pepsi both, they distribute these products, right? Dasani is with Coca-Cola and Aquafina is with Pepsi. Now, 90% of Coca-Cola, I guess, and Pepsi is water. So what they do is they use that water, and they're filling up the bottles with that exact same water. They take out all the minerals, they get everything out, filter it out, and then they put back their own mineral profile for their own little taste. That's why Dasani or Aquafina tastes the exact same no matter where you go in the country, or Evian or whatever it may be. It's because they take out all the minerals and all the good things that are in it, and then they put them back in. Spring water, I don't think they do that with. They might actually keep it. But the purified water, for sure they do. So check it out. I want you to check out Rotten. I want you to check out the bottled water situation and see how really, really messed up it is. Even they showed like, all right, so they showed the United States, they showed Flint, and then they showed like Africa, right? Lagos, Africa. And those guys are just in a world of trouble. Why are they in a world of trouble? Because they're all on bottled water. Now they're on bottled water, that's what they use for everything. They use no tap water to even wash their dishes or whatever it may be. Now, what problem do they have? They have a plastic problem. You guys should see their garbage. They only recycle 10% of their plastics in Africa. So when you see it, it's just like a big garbage display, like just displays of garbage there. So it's polluting, more contamination, more pollution without recycling. It's just littering our planet even more. And this stuff actually gets into the water and then it's going out to the ocean. I've never seen it, but I heard in the ocean there's like miles and miles of just plastic from some of these countries that just sits out there or just moves. So it's really something to think about. We really got to take care of our earth to some extent because we might not die from the earth collapsing on us, but our kids or maybe our grandchildren will. So we got to at least make sure that we're taking care of them. But these different parts of the world, it's crazy. The only people that drink more bottled water than the United States are the Chinese.
Yeah.
That's it. So we are like the biggest country as far as bottled water. And like I said, I love bottled water. Like I wouldn't drink out of the tap even if you told me. And why? Because I think it's unsafe. So I think the big thing is that they're trying to get the trust back into tap water in these local areas. But I don't know if they'll ever get it back. I don't know if they ever get my trust back, to be honest with you. Is it worth me trying to drink out of that water for free and really getting sick? I don't know. But if we're going to drink out of these things, we can at least recycle them, right? And that's one thing. That's one thing I do notice, too, is growing up. Maybe you guys do, and when I was growing up, people littered a lot more. I see people throwing trash out the windows, like McDonald's bags and stuff like that when I was growing up, which is messed up. And like I said, I'm 38, so this is in the 80s and 90s. And at that point, nobody does it anymore. I don't even think about that. And at that point, I don't see anybody doing it, which is awesome. We're actually becoming more aware of what's going on. So that's really, really cool. So if you guys aren't recycling your bottled waters, recycle your plastic. You actually get 10%. You get 5 cents in New York. You get 10 cents in, 5 cents in Connecticut, Hawaii, and New York. Wow. You're getting 5 cents for these bottles. So if somebody's on the street wants to collect money, go get these bottles. Take them to a recycling plant. Do the earth some good, guys. All right. So plant protein versus animal protein. Now this is the one that was done by James Cameron, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Jackie Chan. As far as the executive producers. James Wilkes was the guy who was narrating some UFC fighter I've never even heard of before. But I guess he was a welterweight champion. And basically it was, is plant protein better or animal protein better? What's better for recovery? What's better for muscle gain? And stuff like that. What's actually better for the body overall? And this is really intriguing to me because I've always wanted to know that. I'm like, I know plant protein is good, but is it as good as animal protein? Because, it's just, we grow up and we think, hey, listen, meat is what it is, especially if you're a guy. Meat is men. Men are meat. That's what it is. We're cavemen. We eat meat. We knock our women on the head. We drag them to the cave. We eat some dinosaurs. We're good to go, right? Prometheus gave us fire, thank God. But at that point, we really got to think about it. So they started breaking it down. It's really cool, really intriguing. They brought on some different runners. They brought on some Olympic power athletes, some boxers, and stuff like that, and some cyclists. And they talked about how they changed from animal protein to plant protein. So, animal protein, and this is what some of the doctors did. They actually did some tests on some NFL players too. It was really cool on what their pre-meal was that day and how their blood looked. So, when they got into it, they say this. They say, plant protein is great because plant protein has all your amino acids. It has your essential amino acids in it, right? And that's what you're really looking for, your essential amino acids. These are amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. So you have to get it from outside sources, whether it be, food or injectable or whatever it may be. You have to get these essential amino acids for the body. So I guess plant protein and animal protein, I know animal protein does, right? They both have these things. So that's a benefit. Now, what's the real difference? They say that plant protein has anti-inflammatory properties. It has good bacteria or it helps the microalbumin in the stomach, which is the good bacteria in the stomach. It's good for a lot of different things as far as that. Like it's protein-wise, they say vegetarians get as much protein as they need. Now, I always thought they didn't, so they had to get it from outside sources or some other supplement or something that's going on. But they don't, I guess, is what this documentary is reading or saying. Now, animal protein, they say, is good because it has the essential amino acids, it has the protein factor, but what's bad in it? So it has inflammatory properties in it. It has, bad things like carcinogenics in it. So, and they have studies that say that if you eat animal protein, then it can expedite cancer. Now, I don't know how true that is. I haven't read all the studies. The studies were listed on there, so it was pretty cool and really credible. But at that point, I'm an animal eater. I am a carnivore to the T. I ate 2 steaks this morning. I love it. Chicken, steak. I'm just not going to change, I don't think, unless I really, really have to, I guess. But doctor said, hey, listen, you're going to die tomorrow unless you did this. I'd probably change, okay? So if you're having health problems and you need to change something or that animal protein's not working for you, you might want to look at the plant protein. It might be a benefit for you guys. Some of the people they had on there were really, really intriguing. One was a power lifter who has broken the records and is in the world record book. And he said that he has gained more weight, strength, and muscle being on plant protein than animal protein. Does not eat any animal protein, right? And they had another UFC fighter on there. They had Nate Diaz, right? And Nate Diaz fought, who's the Irish dude? He's missing my mind right now. Conor McGregor. Mm-hmm. They had Conor McGregor when he fought Nate Diaz. And they showed it. And basically Conor McGregor the whole time was like, hey, listen, I eat steak for breakfast, steak for lunch, steak for dinner. I'm a steak eater. This is what I do, right? And Nate Diaz, he's a straight vegetarian. So he's like, get your protein from plants. And they fought. I think he got in the fight like it was either 2 or 3 weeks beforehand because the other guy dropped out. So what happened? Nate Diaz actually won. So he won. So basically, he said that this was all attributed to the plant proteins and letting him actually do more strenuous activity, being able to go longer and longer endurance factors because of this, which was really, really cool. I mean, he did beat the guy. Now, that could have a lot of different factors of what went on. I'm not going to say that was just because of plant protein, but that's pretty cool. Now, the one thing that I like is blood testing. So I always talk to you about blood testing. So they had 3 NFL players from the Miami Dolphins come in. 2 wide receivers, 1 was a defensive back, right? These guys, 1 guy was a pure vegetarian anyway. The other 2 were not. So they did a test. They did burritos. Now, the guy that was a vegetarian, they gave him a vegetarian burrito. The other guys, 1 guy had steak and 1 guy had chicken burrito, right? Organic, very high-end, lean, everything. They ate it, right? They ran the blood test. And what they did is they draw blood from you and then they run it. And they spin it. And when they spin it, right, all the red blood cells and all that, all the blood goes down and the plasma comes up. And the plasma looks like an orange, like tingy looking substance. Now, it can either be clear or foggy. And when you look at these, if it's foggy, that means that you have high fats going through your bloodstream, and that's why it's looking foggy. If it's clear, then you know that you don't. And when it's clear, they said that you're actually getting more blood flow to muscles, or more likely to get more blood flow to muscles to help stress, endurance, and to perform better. And if you don't, it can actually restrict blood flow, and you might actually perform less. So at that point, they did both of those tests on them, And they actually seen that the guy that was eating vegetarian, both his blood tests came back very clear. Like, you pretty much see through them. The other guys were foggy. One guy was like, man, I eat Popeye's chicken every time before a game. I guess I'm changing that. So that was kind of cool to see that. The other one that they did, and this was kind of like up in the air for me, they did one with a urologist, okay? They took 3 college athletes to urology, and the urologist was talking about erections, okay? He was talking about at nighttime you get erections in your sleep and how long you get erections for, and like the circumference of the erection, right? So at that point, they did this test where they put these rings on these guys, and 2 rings basically on their penis, and at that point, it put a printout if they got erections, how long the erections were, and the diameter of the erections, right? So were they bigger, smaller, whatever it was. And these guys ate the exact same meals, and they found out that when they ate these fatty meals, their erections were a shorter time period, so they had the erection time was not as long, and the hardness or the erection of the diameter of the penis was not as big. So they actually said that blood flow was worsened by these fatty meals. So at that point, he said, if you're eating greens or plant proteins, you're more likely in these good fats to have better erections and better sex life. And who doesn't like a better sex life? Now, I'm an animal eater. I've never had problems with sex. So at that point, it's the way to go for me. Now, if you guys are having problems, you guys want to try this, plant protein might be the way to go for you. Everybody's different. We talk about this all the time. So make sure you're looking into these different things. The guy that was putting it on, James Wilkes, he's, better endurance. He was doing the rope drill, right? And he was doing the ropes, and his best time was 8 minutes. Now, they had like this board in there in this UFC gym, and they were showing like most guys go for 10. That was really good. Some of the guys could only go for 20, and nobody has went really over that. This guy went for 45 minutes on the ropes, dude. Wrote his name up on the top with the 45 minutes. He said he could have went the whole hour. And it was ridiculous, I mean, to do ropes, I mean, it's very tiring, guys. It looks easy, but it's not, right? It's always that thing like, it looks easy, but hey, you try it and see what you can do on it. So check it out. It's called The Game Changers. All right. Now that one I had to buy. You can do it on Vudu, Amazon, all those video apps that you can buy videos on or movies on, probably on iTunes. Check it out. Called The Game Changers. I always like bringing up good documentaries for you guys to check out, for you guys to watch. Really intriguing, really cool. You got a great haircut today, and you're hiding it. Well, I didn't get to do my hair, so I got a haircut, guys, today, and I went live on my social media, but I didn't get the comb or anything. I just threw the hat on. So Marie, she was on her live and stuff like that, so she's seen it. But at that point, I was like, hey, man, I just got to throw it on. I went to train at the gym. I didn't have time. I didn't want to put gel in my hair, sweat gel. You know how it is, guys. So at that point, it was good. All right. The Energy Rush. Yes, Chaz. So the Energy Rush could be for the B12 ECA Stack Plus 2. Let's not forget about those. ECA Stack Plus, guys, a little capsule. If you guys don't like injectables, great for energy, concentration, fat burning. It will get you through the day, have you very, very focused and in tune to what's going on, and even help you out in the gym. So you have to take no crazy pre-workouts or anything, right? So it's really, really cool. What's up, Dan? How you doing, man? Good to see you guys. All right, guys. So I'm going to be doing the clothing giveaway. Let's do the clothing giveaway first. So the clothing giveaway. So I'm giving away one of the jerseys to you guys. I've got black. I've got the turquoise.
That one's see-through.
Oh, I got the see-through one again. All right. Let me show you. I'll show you what this looks like. There we go. You guys on Instagram, you guys aren't colorblind. Here's the blue one. These are really awesome, guys. Really soft. Awesome to train in. People love these things. I'm telling you, it's not like the old jerseys where the old ones were hard. Like these New Day ones, man, Nike's got their stuff together. It's crazy. If you're a female, I got some awesome leggings for you guys. These ones actually have pockets. It's for our Titan Athletic line. Very, very exclusive. You guys will love them. All right, so all you guys got to do is text the main line, the 727-389-3220, hashtag Titan Gear. If you hashtag Titan Gear, you guys, I think we're doing like the 10th person. You guys will win this. You guys can get one of the jerseys, a V-neck if you guys want, or females, you guys get the leggings. You guys can get the shorts. So the shorts we've been putting on the story, so check the story out. Like our girl Barbie D's been putting them out there. Thank you guys for all the love. I appreciate that. If you guys got Titan Gear, please tag us, man. I'll throw you guys on the story if you guys want, or if you don't want, that's fine. I just like to see it But if you guys do want to be on there, just tag us on there. I'll add you to our story. You guys will have a whole bunch of people see you in that awesome Titan gear, and you guys will love it. Awesome. Chenille's on there. These jerseys are the best. Yeah, so Chenille's awesome. Chenille is our nurse practitioner. She's one of our top medical providers here. Very in tune. If you guys get to see her on your visit, you guys will be lucky. She knows everything about our peptides. Awesome about our vitamin amino acid therapies. HRT, she has down to a science. I'm very proud of her. So big ups to Chenille. All right. Guys, we're going to be doing a Bloodwork giveaway. Oh, there's Art. Double tap. All right. So we're going to do a Bloodwork giveaway, and the giveaway is going to be on a post. I'm going to put this post up tomorrow. I'll put it up tomorrow morning so you guys can have it. And at that point, check it out. All you guys got to do to get the free Bloodwork package is just follow what's in the post. If you guys follow that post and follow the directions, you guys will be entered, and we'll start giving away free Bloodwork next week for you guys, all right? So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I got to head out. It's 6:43. I thought I was going to go 30 minutes. I went 43. But I got to head out to my son's baseball game, so I got a half an hour drive. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are the best. I appreciate it. I hope you guys are getting ready for Halloween. If you guys are in that kind of mood, the spooky mood, I still got to get a costume. I hope you guys are going to celebrate. It's awesome to do it with your kids. I love you guys again. Keep it locked. YouTube, please press subscribe. Facebook, share this bad boy. Instagram, tag through your friends. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys got any questions, concerns, please call or text us. 727-389-3220, www.titanmedicalcenter.com.